So stop searching and start watching all the people you love.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Coming up next.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to EverBank Stadium here in Jacksonville. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Greg, one of the joys of covering the league week in, week out, you watch guys grow and mature, and all of a sudden you turn around and look at the quarterbacks we have in this game. Now we're looking at guys who have arrived at that magic term, franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I think you just have to give a lot of credit, of course, to the player themselves, the work, the ability to invest in themselves to develop, but also in these organizations. They continue to surround these quarterbacks as they've gotten older with better talent, better systems, play to their strengths, maybe protect some of their weaknesses. That's what it takes to play at a high level at the quarterback for a long time in the NFL, and give credit to both these players and both these organizations. I think it's official. They have their quarterback of the future, and the future looks bright.
On the return, it's Parker Washington. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times, he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They put Strange in motion. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. Taking off. Trevor avoids the hit, takes a slide, but also picks up a first down. It's a first down and a gain of 16.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are, early on in the game. A nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He will find Thomas. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic, and he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. 1st-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Jags offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Washington. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Play action now. It's Lawrence. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Once again, it's Etienne. And they'll stop him. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
And that is incomplete.
Linebackers in general have the reputation of being very instinctive players, and I think we saw it there on that last pass breakup. The ability to diagnose and read the play almost before it even starts. It allows them to be in the right spot at the right time and allows them to make the play.
The Chargers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They had a disappointing quick 3-and-out on that opening drive. So they'll try it again here in a scoreless game with 1st and 10. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
That's on the guard, Zion Johnson. A run with Dobbins. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Second and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Herbert finding the tight end. Here's Will Dissly. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Here's J.K. Scott now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. The Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Here's Logan Cook now. as he is on to punt for Jacksonville. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Chargers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. To throw, it's Herbert.
This just kills you as a defensive coordinator. Here you are thinking you're going to get a 3-and-out, get off the field, pick up some momentum for your team, and you allow the quarterback to get loose with his legs, and he's able to pick up just enough on 3rd down to convert, and now you got to go back out and defend a fresh set of downs.
Now it's Dobbins. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop him. Throwing now is Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
On 1st down, Herbert. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. 3rd and 6. Throwing, Herbert. And he does all he can to get away, but they're going to get him right at the line of scrimmage, and it will bring up 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They have had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. That is not Knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 20.
First rule of backed up offense. Get the first down. The last thing you want to do, punt the ball back and give your opponent a short field. Mission accomplished. Now, can they maintain possession long enough to see if they can cap this drive off with some points?
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
This one complete to Palmer. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Here's Herbert. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Now, Herbert. He connects with Disley. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. So now, fourth down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Lawrence. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. So just a lone field goal accounting for the scoring in the first half. 3-0 is our score as we head downstate to Orlando. And we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same
score, one
after
lone
the
field
break.
goal. All these two teams could muster in half number 1. What awaits us here in the second half? We'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. On play action now, Herbert. Now he takes off.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Herbert. Downfield, that's Johnston. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
But I think it's pretty clear what the halftime message was from the coach, Mike. He said, I want to come out in this second half and deliver an early blow. Come out swinging. Well, I think they've made that statement pretty clear here to start the third quarter. And if they can finish this drive off with a touchdown, I think they'll have done just that.
1st and 10 now from the 36. On play action, now Herbert. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Ronald Darby.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
The Jaguars offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Lawrence going to keep this himself. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence will give it to Bigsby. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Khalil Mack, multiple-time All-Pro, there on the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And he'll pick up the 1st down as he moves this up to the 29-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's locked. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. on the draw. The give to ETN. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
He finds his tight end, Ingram. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
This is where you need to have short-term memory as an offense. Allowing that sack, clearly not ideal, but there's a lot of game left. They got to keep moving forward, and they can't let one sack now turn into a series of bad plays.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
On the ground, here's ETN. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run it once more with ETN. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Khalil Mack, multiple-time All-Pro, there on the tackle. They come to the line, needing 11 here on 3rd down. Play action now. It's Lawrence. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will tie the game at 3 apiece.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chargers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. It's 2nd down. They'll run it with Gus Edwards. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. Shotgun now for Herbert. Open man is the tight end Disley. It's a gain of 10 yards, and the Chargers have the first down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback, and he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Look at 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground.
Oh. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
2nd and a yard. They'll stick with him again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's got his big tight end, Will Disley. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chargers take a 10-3 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Jaguars offense headed back to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And Right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Herbert. This throw taken in by Hurst. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. A short pickup to the 38. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Second down and 8. They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. On 3rd down, they'll go with the counter to try and pick it up. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. The Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. big. And that's going to be shut down quickly. He'll get this one only up to about the 2. Second down, 8 for the first down. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter. And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain. So it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this fourth down. They need their best play.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's taken in. And that'll give them lots of room. Out of bounds, up beyond the 30-yard line. A gain of 26 yards, and the decision to go for it winds up being a good one. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. Throwing is Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now, a big third down. To throw is Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Listen to Sure.